Join this community, guys. Hit that subscribe button for the latest in boxing and thumbs the video up if you enjoyed the video. You know I gotta do this to them, right? I gotta do this to them because Deontay Wilder fans love to criticize Dillian Whyte as a contender. Like he's not worth it, right? He's not worth being a challenger for somebody like Deontay Wilder, right? Or somebody like Anthony Joshua is choosing easier Dillian Whyte as an opponent, right? Let's compare Deontay Wilder's fights before he became a champion to Dillian Whyte's fights before he challenged for a world title belt. Let's go back and scroll down on Deontay Wilder's resume, right? Deontay Wilder won his belt January 17th, 2015. But let's see who he was fighting. Let's see the quality of opposition he was fighting before he fought for a world title. He fought Jason Gavin. Jason Gavin had 16 losses. He fought Malik Scott. Malik Scott took a dive against Deontay Wilder. Malik Scott didn't get hit with a flush punch. The punch passed his forehead. Malik Scott fell down like he got hit with a left hook from Mike Tyson, and he stayed down. He fought. That was a fixed fight, by the way, Malik Scott versus Deontay Wilder. He fought Nikolai Furfa. Nikolai Furfa has 10 losses. And by the way, this was also Nikolai Furfa's last fight. He retired after this. He fought Sergey Lihovalev. Sergey Lihovalev was coming off a 3-year layoff. He had not fought since he got beat up against Robert Helenius 3 years earlier. So he was coming off a 3-year layoff and a beating that he received against Robert Helenius. Okay? Before that, he fought a 41-year-old Arlie Harrison, a guy who was over the hill, and a guy who never did anything great as a boxer. All right? He was a guy people had high hopes for, but his career didn't plan out the way he planned it to be. Prior to that, he fought Matthew Greer, a guy with 8 losses. Prior to that, he fought Calvin Price, a guy who never did anything as a heavyweight. He was undefeated, so what? He never did anything as a heavyweight. Nothing impressive. He lost to guys who were nobodies. Prior to that, he fought Damian McCreary. Now, Damian McCreary was a guy who turned pro at super middleweight, 168 pounds. And if you look at that fight, he looked like a obese. Basically, he looked like an obese super middleweight because, like I said, he was just overweight. He was a fat heavyweight because he was really a super middleweight. Even the commentators, if you look at that fight, the commentators say that this guy is not a heavyweight. You know, he's a guy who's just really a light heavyweight / super middleweight who, for some reason, decided to move up. He decided it was a great idea to move up to heavyweight. So I don't count this win because this was an overmatched, an undersized opponent for Deontay Wilder. Then he fought that bum Curtis Manswell, 5 losses. Then he fought Owen Beck. These were the quality opponents that bum-ass Deontay Wilder was fighting before he got a world title opportunity against Bermane. Now, let's see Dillian Whyte. Because people love to say Dillian Whyte ain't shit. Dillian Whyte don't deserve a title shot against Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte doesn't even deserve a title shot against Anthony Joshua. At least that's what the Deontay Wilder or the Anthony Joshua haters say. They say, oh, Anthony Joshua is ducking Deontay Wilder for Dillian Whyte, as if Dillian Whyte is a bum. They're basically trying to make it out to be like Dillian Whyte's a bum. Therefore, this is why Anthony Joshua is picking to face him. No, the reality is he's fighting him because he's a legit heavyweight contender, Dillian Whyte, and because Deontay Wilder's punk ass is dunking him. All right, let's see let's just compare Dillian Whyte's guys he fought before getting a title opportunity. He fought Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is a guy who is a gatekeeper, right? He's a guy who never gives anyone an easy fight, right? He's a guy who's fought guys like David Haye, Vitaly Klitschko, right? He's fought everybody, even Takum, even Dillian Whyte himself. He's fought everybody, right? He's like a gatekeeper. Dillian Whyte fought and beats him. He fought Joseph Parker, a guy who was a WBO champion, a heavyweight champion, just last year, right? He beat him. He was able to drop Joseph Parker twice, something that Anthony Joshua couldn't do. Prior to that, he fought Lucas Brown, who was undefeated, a former champion, WBA heavyweight champion. Prior to that, he fought Robert Helenius, right? Prior to that, he fought Malcolm Tan. This guy was a bum. I don't count him. Prior to that, he fought Derek Chisora. Again, gatekeeper. Then he fought Ian Lewison, Dave Allen. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. 9 losses. Anthony Joshua. So what's a better resume to have before facing for a world championship belt? Is it facing Anthony Joshua, Derek Chisora, Robert Helenius, Lucas Brown, Joseph Parker? Or is it facing Damian McCurry, Curtis Manswell, Calvin Price, Matthew Greer, Ollie Harrison, Sergey Lihovalev, Nikolai Furfa, Malik Scott, Jason Gavin? I can tell you right now, if you're not deluded, most people will say being in Dillian Whyte is clearly a better resume, right? Because Joseph Parker is better than anybody that Deontay Wilder fought before facing Bermane Stiverne, including Bermane Stiverne. Joseph Parker is better than Bermane Stiverne. Derek Chisora is better than anyone than Deontay Wilder fought before becoming a champion. He might even beat Stiverne. I wouldn't be surprised if he beats Stiverne as well. And don't even get me started with Anthony Joshua. He's a better than Anthony Joshua was better than anyone Deontay Wilder fought in his entire career, let alone before he was a champion. So don't come at me and say that someone like Dillian Whyte don't deserve a shot over Deontay Wilder because, what has he done? Dude, he's done better than whatever Deontay Wilder did before he was a champion. Like, get out of here with that excuse. Oh, what has he done? And they try to, minimize and discredit Anthony Joshua. They try to act like Anthony Joshua is getting an easy fight with Dillian Whyte, as if Dillian Whyte is a pushover, as if he's a nobody, as if he's a Nikolai Furfa, as if I think these Deontay Wilder's fans get confused with Deontay Wilder when they speak about Dillian Whyte. Anyway, guys, that's stuff to say. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Subscribe, guys.